in school, or you're, it doesn't even have to be something like big where you're abused. It can be something small, but then you're alone with that. So you don't have someone to go home to and say, this is what happened to me. And so that trauma gets stuck in our body. And that's what I do, is I connect you with your body, and you feel like maybe tightness in your belly or your chest or your jaw. We sit with that, we feel it, and those memories start, when you feel safe, those memories start to come out. And then I will ask, like, when was the first time you felt that? And so many times you go right back to childhood.
Can I ask you this? Yeah. Do we all have it? Are people watching right now saying, I don't think I have something like that? Do we all?
You know, a lot of us really do. Even though you might have had a perfect childhood, but maybe your mom had to work too much and she wasn't there, or you felt like something was so big that you didn't dare share it. And so that trauma is what is in our bodies.
It's interesting because I think we hear the word trauma and we think it has to be this massive thing that happened, but you're saying not necessarily. We might not even know what our trauma is.
Yeah.
And they're stored in the body, manifests in disease, not feeling well.
Yep.
So you're going to be gathering groups of women to take them through this?
Yeah. So what we do is we start off with a grounding exercise, and whoever feels the most comfortable after that is welcome to share. And we kind of just go around, and you know what's been happening is it's kind of worked out that people are coming and they're having similar stories during the group settings, and so you have this space of vulnerability, but like, oh, I've been through that too, or I know that same feeling. And one thing that, like, I've heard some people say, you know, groups can be hard because everyone's just venting and you're not getting anywhere when you just vent. But I bring you back to your body and connect with the body. If we get too much into a story, then I say, that might be a thinking part, because our brain protects us. And when we start to become too much of in a story, too much like planning ahead or critical, that's a thinking part. And so I ask, you know, can we, is it okay if we have that part step aside while we feel into the body?
I love it. You're moderating. So it's so beneficial to have someone kind of guide you through the sharing process. Yeah. What does sharing your trauma, your story like that do for women physically and mentally and emotionally?
Well, one, it makes you feel not alone. Because a lot of times we feel alone in, I'm the only one who's ever felt this, or I'm the only one that, you know, maybe there might be a time where you feel helpless and you're like, I just don't want to be here anymore. And then you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't dare share that because that sounds so awful. And then you talk to someone and you hear, oh, I've had that same feeling. And that just is like, oh, yeah, okay, this is okay that I felt that.
Yeah, I think that sometimes we think, I'm the only one in the world who's ever felt like this. And when you do give yourself the permission to be vulnerable, you do see, oh, I'm not alone. Yep. So this is for women who might not feel like they're the mom they want to be, struggling in their marriage, feeling angry, frustrated, depressed, and you want to understand why. Where do we go to sign up, and when does this take place?
So it's every Thursday. From 6 to 7:30 at Lotus Health, which is 1775 Main Street. And you can sign up on my website. I want to keep it small because I want it to stay intimate. So 10 people is the max that I want. So there's a spot on my website to sign up.
ChelseaMurdoch.com. That's the best place to go. All right, everyone, we put that on your screen. And again, you said this is